Get strong.
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering. It's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know what I'm in for. A white knuckle ride. You gotta fix for me, you know what?
About 40 miles south of the Atlanta, Georgia area. We are in Hampton, Georgia tonight for race number 2 of the Black Horizon Truck Series. It is the Great Lakes Sim Racing Hubats 160 from Atlanta Motor Speedway as we welcome you into race 2 of 10 in the regular season. I am the captain, Chris Scala, as we welcome you in tonight. 88 degrees, it is cloudy, and I think that's going to create some interesting characteristics out here on the track this evening. We're looking at 104 right now down on track, but I think we're going to see the same old Atlanta tonight that's going to eat up tires quicker than I just ate my chicken nuggets and tater tots. And, well, it's going to see some fantastic racing, multi-groove racing, and more here at the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series and the Black Horizon Truck Series. So appreciate everybody watching us this evening, especially those watching us at the Black Horizon Brewery right outside Chicago, Illinois. If you want to check out their website, you can go to blackhorizonbrewery.com, and also there's a link down in the information right down below the description there. You can see the website right there for Black Horizon Brewery and so much more. And also, of course, Track Cams for Gourmet is going to be helping us tonight with cameras and so much more. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. Of course, last week was Talladega Super Speedway, and boy, did we have a wild one last week. And for the first time in the Super Speedway history of the Black Horizon Truck Series, we had a repeat winner on a Super Speedway track, and it was Chris Evans who went to victory lane. As we take a look at the point standings after race number 1, Evans leads right now. Of course, the old school point system still in play. Evans with a 5-point lead over Dave Cruz. Drifted up there third, Blaine Sparling, Seth Robbins top 5 after one race. So definitely going to be a fun race to the championship. Now, as I mentioned, GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Make sure you go check out that website right now because you have until the first caution to set your lineup for the fantasy page night. And even though I said I wouldn't, I finally decided to go ahead and set a lineup tonight. I'm not going to say who I picked because I don't want to jinx anybody tonight, but I will tell you there is a lineup set. And for those on the Discord page of the Great Lakes Sim Racing Discord, you actually saw a video today of me doing a little fantasy preview for the first time ever. Quick little video where I pretty much told you who might be good to pick, who might not be so good to pick, so on and so forth. And we'll see how that all goes this evening, as, of course, you could be in the drawing for a butt kicker prize. Thanks to Butt Kicker for putting that into play for the fantasy drawing. Again, that'll be done after the race and throughout the week. So looking forward to potentially seeing that happen. And who knows, maybe I'll win a butt kicker. That'd be pretty cool. Here's your schedule for what's coming up. Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight. Then it's USA down in Lakeland. Actually, the track doesn't exist anymore, but it's on iRacing, and you can go down there. We'll go to USA next week. Bristol for a doubleheader for the next 2 weeks after that. Homestead, Canadian Tire, and you see all the way down into the playoffs in the month of July and August. So definitely going to be, again, a great season of racing, as tonight the first non-restrictor plate or super speedway race of the season. Let's go down to the track as qualifying is just wrapping up. Had a little bit of a late start on the broadcast tonight. Was taking care of some things and helping some friends out, and wanted to get all that going here. So we will make sure we're here for the race. And a little bit of a surprise out here on the pole right now as Dane Cruz in the 40 truck. You're going to see some numbers, by the way, messed up tonight, unfortunately, because there was a mistake made at official-wise and stuff. So you're going to see some numbers look different tonight. For instance, you'll notice that Sam Barnes will be in the 29 tonight, not the 22. You'll notice that the 40 truck tonight is actually Dane Cruz, and you'll notice that the 29 or 22 truck is actually being driven by Tyler Brewer tonight. So just a couple of truck mistakes there. When it is all said and done. But you see Cruz by 1/100th of a second over Justin Laxton. Brian Sutphin up there in third. Caden Atkins, Justin Bondurant up there in the top 5. So that is the way it looks right now. Qualifying, we only have one truck so far that has not ran a lap in qualifying, and that, of course, is Trejembo in the one truck. So we'll have to see if he qualifies and goes from there. So appreciate all the viewers tonight. Of course, Natalie watching, the fiance of Travis. He's here, she's here tonight. I was saying he because Drift is here too. And of course, he says hi as he always does before he gets into his truck and races. And from what I've been told, and I saw the photo on Discord that the Black Horizon Brewery airing us tonight here on Captain TV. So appreciate all the people there. Cheers. Have a drink on me. And enjoy the show tonight. So Angel Volante watching also this evening. So plenty of great viewers tonight in what is going to be a fun race here this evening as the grid is being set together now. And qualifying officially over. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for this Hubats 160 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Dane Cruz going to win the pole alongside Justin Laxton. All of, a couple hundredths off the pole Laxton is. Brian Sutphin, Caden Atkins, the Canadian driver, going to start there in the 4th position. Justin Bondurant, William Calhoun will start in row number 3. Christopher Dean, Robert Lukens, row 4. Travis Icavaci, Lucas Strayer there in the 5th row. Ben Pierce, Jacob Gladulich, the hometown guy, about an hour or so from Atlanta Motor Speedway, maybe a little more, maybe 90 minutes or so away in Snellville, is Drift. He'll start in the 12th position. The Chase Elliott of the field, maybe we'll call it. Noah Mayari, he's going to be one to watch tonight. He is real good on the older surfaces, so let's keep an eye on him this evening alongside Mark Chandler. Tanner Long, Matthew Telder, row number 8. Row number 9, Jason Clark, with a photo of Dick Clark that he's trying to get on the stream. I got to work with him on that, but that's a pretty funny thing. And Zach Allman, 18th, struggled in qualifying. Don't expect him down there much in this race. Blaine Sparling, Tyler Brewer, row 10. Jason Dalton, Cody Harris-Beckman, row 11. Row 12, Sean Peachin, Anthony Marshall. Row 13, Chris Evans, Sam Barnes. Row 14, Robert Johnson, Cody Beatty. And on the final row, Brandon Trejembo going to start in the 29th position. I mentioned Mr. Allman back here in the 18th position. Why did I say don't expect him down there long? Well, because what is a track that's similar to Atlanta? How about Chicagoland Speedway? Older surface, D-shape, maybe the biggest difference of them all. Worn out surface. Well, last year Dean won the pole for the finale there at Chicago and was in the top 3. Oh, by the way, season 2 won that finale in Chicago. So I expect him to be working his way up there to the top when this thing is all over with. So the trucks pull away. And again, make sure you get your fantasy lineups all set if you haven't already done so for your chance to win that butt kicker prize. So as we go to green here, a haiku was made after Talladega. There were reports that one driver named Dean might have been a little under the influence during the race. And basically this is what William Calhoun put. He said, and I quote, "I will leave you with a haiku. Chris Dean drank a lot. What the hell can't hold a line? 10-1 real dumb." There's your haiku. So as I mentioned, 104 laps going to make the 160 miles tonight. The first trip in this league's history to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Believe that or not, 4 seasons they've never been to Atlanta. But we are in line for a fantastic race this evening. Pace truck is off in the hands of the 40 of Dane Cruz, Justin Laxton. Green flag is out. Let's go racing hot Atlanta style. That top line coming to work with Laxton to the front. See Caden Atkins already up there to the third position. Sutton and Calhoun in top 5. As they come off turn 4, this track multi-grooved. You're going to see trucks everywhere on this track. 3 sets of tires to get you to the finish. And look at this. The 40 to the leader. Cruz going to bring teammate Caden Atkins with him. Brian Sutphin right there behind him. Calhoun, the draft coming into play early. That is going to be a big roll tonight until these tires really start to wear out the grade. It's going to be huge. Robert Lucan's back into 33. There's the fastest guy in practice, that Monster Energy number 11 Silverado. Justin Bonner right there in the 6th position, riding behind Calhoun there in that 99 truck. He's got Robert Lucas just to his outside. As up front, Laxton going back to the lead. Something going to work in the high side also, but the draft definitely playing a role right now. That's some great racing here. You got pretty much 20 trucks within 3.5 seconds of the lead right now. How awesome is this? Some say the draft and the trucks are a little OP, as they call it in gaming, or overpowering. But it definitely creates some great racing here. Sutton moves up to second. I look back here right now, Anthony Marshall 6.7 seconds back in 29th. So he's still right there. He's not far back. Drift, he's down 5 spots right now, 17th position. Drift just kind of being patient in this race. Look up ahead there, you see now the tires are really going to start to wear. Obviously 8 laps in, this is where you'll see the pack start to spread out a little bit. Handling's going to come into play here. Who's got the best tire saving? Who's going hard right now? Who's going to run what lanes? You see Atkins up there at the top right now. One truck way down here on the white line, almost Harvicking as they call it here in Atlanta. Sean Peachin, Drift's teammate to the right there in that Palms Casino Resort truck. So I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to guess who the biggest mover in the race is so far. 5 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're on board with it. Zach Allman up 9 spots from 18th up to the 9th position. Just being patient. Going to the inside of the 41. Keep it straight. Sound is so awesome right there. Big shout out to Track Cams 4 Gourmets. If you're not checked them out yet, make sure you go do so. Track Cams 4 Gourmets. They are the camera creators here of the camera set you're seeing right now, and of course of most tracks here on TV. Real life feel. You're like watching real NASCAR racing from Atlanta Motor Speedway right now, except you're not. You're watching the trucks on camera TV from the Great Lakes Sim Racing. What fantastic stuff they do. Make sure you check out TrackCams22.com for all the details about the TrackCams 4 Gourmets. And they have road and rallycross and so much more that you can enjoy each and every night here on Captain TV. So big shout out to these fans. He's a one-man show, by the way, much like the captain. He does all the cameras himself. Quickly, just make sure I get to hear the audio kind of drowning me out there. So apologies for that. Working on it. Every race I have to adjust it a little bit, so please forgive me on that. All right, let's go up to the front here. Justin Langston pulling away to about a 3-toe. We got contact. I saw some smoke, and it looks like everybody's going to save it. Somebody would have gone save. I don't know who that was. Now 3 wide down the turn 1. There's Bondering coming up through the middle. Justin looking pretty good right now in that 6th position. As I mentioned, the field starting to spread out a little bit. Sutphin and Laxton kind of running. Ooh, Lucan's getting a little loose off turn 2. These tires are going to get worn. And especially if you're driving off that right rear right now, very easy to get loose coming out of the corner with too much wheel. Free so far, 14 laps in. Can go about 25 to 27 on a tank of fuel. 65% fuel. You got 3 sets of tires in the pits. Some might have to look at going fuel only here on this first stop, or maybe they'll go tires here and save the fuel only stop for later in the race. So some decisions are going to have to be made here really quickly if we stay green. Now, there will be one competition caution, and that is only if we stay green till halfway, which is lap 52. At lap 52, if there's no caution, there will be one thrown for competition reasons. Great fights everywhere here for the 14th spot. Jason Clark in an awesome looking rainbow colored truck. The front end was rainbow. At 69 on the outside of the 21 is Sean Peachin. Back here, Dean and Allman battling for the 9th position. Robert Lukens, who's having a fantastic run at 33 so far tonight. You see some of these trucks starting to get loose off. So the handling is really in play now. Track to search for some grip. A lot of people running that white line just all over the place. That is what's great about Atlanta. You can go everywhere. This is Ben Pierce. How much have tires fallen off so far? 19 laps in. Fastest lap, or the best laps, we'll just say Laxton, for example, 31.67. Last time by 33.06. That's a second and a half in 19 laps here at Atlanta. You thought I was kidding when I made the chicken nugget reference, huh? Oh, issues for Sean Peachin, I just realized. Sean has been up against the wall in the 21. Heavy damage and off the pace. Let's see what happens to him. On the inside of Travis Icavaci. Oh, contact with the 69, and he goes spinning to the inside. And I'm guessing it's the inside wall. Oh, no, he didn't, but this time he does. Tries to get back on, but of course with the worn out tires, I mean, those things are so. Oh, now caution is out. Caution is out. And Travis Icavaci is in it. Looks like he's towed to pit road, and Telder's in it. Lap 22, unfortunately. For the first time, as Laxton leads them to the pace truck here in turn 3. Probably get some pit stops here, so we'll hold off on showing the replay here for a second. 33, Robert Lukens might have also gotten involved in this, as he is back in 27th now. And so here come the leaders, all of them to pit road. Bruce overshooting his pit stall just a little bit. Everybody else in pretty clean. And race off pit road. Calhoun, fuel only. And Beatty, I think, missed his pit stall potentially. The rest of these guys, 4 tires, it looks like. We'll check out the accident now, what happened with the 13 of Icavaci. Looks like it happened up ahead. right here. Lukens gets loose, it looks like right in front. And what I'm seeing there, Telder, and then Ikavachi comes in there hard. There's a blinking truck also in there. There's Cody Beatty's coming to pit road now. Christopher Dean blinking a little bit there as Lukens gets loose off the corner. That's how it all transpired. Should have one out. And it looks like Lukens on pit road, Telder and Ikavachi right now on pit road. As we'll go back to green here at lap 24. And right now it looks like it will be William Calhoun staying out on the older tires. I mean, he did pit and got fuel, but everybody else on tires here as we're going to come back to the green. Tonight's rates, of course, brought to you by Hubats. Hubats, a crafter of fine handmade wooden bats for both current day baseball and vintage baseball. They have some bats in stock, but are known for their custom-made bats, which also work for great decorations for a man cave. They currently have hoodies on sale on their website. Check out Hubats.com now for $30. As we come back to the green, and Atlanta, Calhoun spinning those tires. Does a good job keeping it down, but as you see, the older tires, oh boy. It's almost like starting in like third gear or something. So that's going to get the lead to Laxton with Atkins, Sutton, and Cruz battling now for the third position. And now Atkins to the bottom in the 2 truck. He's going to take the lead on the bottom. Appreciate the 15 viewers so far tonight. As this battle continues on, great racing so far here. Want to give a shout out to the podcast, by the way. This week, the Great Lakes Sim Racing. Oh, contact! Atkins up into Laxton. Laxton into the wall. And now caution's coming out. Caution out for the second time. And we'll get back to it here in a second, show you the rest of who's involved here. But obviously, got trucks coming on the pit road right now. Laxton's in, Jason Clark. And looks like Justin Bondurant might be in it. Is Calhoun also? Trying to get the cameras to switch over here, not cooperating with me. There you go, Laxton, heavy damage on his truck. Let's go back to the replay. Sorry, I couldn't get it cut over there. For some reason, I could not get the drivers to cooperate when I was clicking on their names. Is that Sam Barnes on pit road over there? It is Barnes. I'm not sure if he's got damage or not. This wreck started with contact from the 2. Let's go to it here. Bondurant was up in the wall. Oh, and then the 41 turns into the 11 involved. Dean barely misses. Nice job by him. And then they pile up over to turn 2. So this is a big wreck, actually. Let's see how this all transpires here. The wreck's going to happen up in front. There's Laxton in the wall. The 11 gets the wall. He's stuck up against it, comes off and hits the 41 into the 53, into the 11 to 69. Ben Pierce does a great job missing. And up here, you got Tanner Long. You got the 29, even though it's a 22 of Barnes. Lots of trucks involved, and I don't know if Barnes stopped or got a piece of this. So let's go on board. We're going to hit stop. We're going to go on board with Barnes and see what happens here. Rex going to have to be way up ahead. Oh, Barnes does get a piece of, I think that's Chris Evans who actually gets involved. So a little bit of nose damage on the 22. A caution for the second time here. A big accident in turn 2. Yeah, pause again here, and let's go on board with Laxton. There's the contact. The 2 just slides up into the 53. We're okay here, Davis. Okay, Dean does get a little bit of damage on the right front. All right, one more time at regular speed here. All right, so caution out for the second time. I was just talking about Hubats. I got the link up there on the stream right now in the description. So if you want to check out the hoodies that are on sale right now on their website, Hubats.com, it's right there in the description now on the website. But as I mentioned, this is the first time visiting Atlanta Motor Speedway, so there's no history or anything like that, but a lot of drivers did chime in. One of the quotes we'll go with here from Calhoun actually said that loose would be an understatement, describing the track. The surface 24 years old, from 1997, and it does not care about your tires. His quote: Atlanta will eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As I said earlier, they'll eat you like I ate the chicken nuggets earlier for dinner. Back to green here, lap number 32. With Caden Atkins leading now, Dane Cruz, Brian Sutphin, Zach Allman, Ben Pierce, your top 5. Cruz would have moved to the inside of his teammate. Matter of fact, 3 of the PPM trucks up in the front here. And look at Brian Sutphin trying to come in 3 wide here down the bottom. Allman gets out of the gas. As we have the drones flying high around Atlanta Motor Speedway as always. I was starting to talk about the podcast, by the way, just before that caution. Listen to the first one actually today. If you got a chance, make sure you do check it out. You can actually get the podcast, and let me get the app up here real quickly for you so I can get the correct name of the app. You can download it on... You see the lead change. Who's up there with Sutphin and Atkins and Allman, the top 5 right up there in this pack. It's an app I had not heard of until today when I downloaded it. Podbean, or Podben, or yeah, no, it is Podbean. Podbean. is where you can get that podcast today. Seth Robbins obviously host it. They're the first guests were Travis Ikavachi and Sam Barnes. Fantastic broadcast and more. And make sure you check out that podcast in Podbean today. There's Christopher Dean back here in the 8th position right now. Is Sutphin going to go to the front, or at least battle for it? Oh, slider by Sutphin. Closed the door on him. So your top 6 underneath a blanket right now, battling for this lead. Sutphin leads that lap. Unfortunately, 2 cautions out, and Laxton in the chat over here, obviously not too thrilled right now, and understandably so. Just a disappointing situation when it's all over with. Yeah, sorry, Justin, that sucks, bud. And you see some damaged trucks here through the field. Drift up here, doing a good job in the 7th position. Some other quotes talking to drivers about the race. Telder, who was involved in that first wreck earlier tonight, said he was eager to race. Said Atlanta's not a good track for him. If I'm winning, the field has already wrecked. Unfortunately, Telder had wrecked, so the field is winning right now. Zach Allman said it's his favorite, is a favorite to win. Many drivers, of course, think that he's going to be the guy that was to win tonight, and I mentioned that also myself. I thought Allman was going to be the guy to watch when it's all over with. Back here, battle with Sean Peachin, who has still got that right side damage. You see his right front tire kind of showing as he's on the outside of the 1 at Trajecto right now. Starting to get tighter, and look who's up to 2nd. Remember earlier in the report I said Noah Maori has a 2nd at Chicago and a win in season 1 at Homestead. That's the 4th member of that PPM team now up here in the 2nd position. So now PPM 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now in this field. They have definitely got this whole Warren track setup up to par here with this team. So they are doing a fantastic job right now in this race. I had a feeling when I was cutting that video earlier for the fantasy team, I'm like, man, this team right here is going to be strong tonight. And they're definitely showing it here this evening. But you know what? I'm seeing a lot of great games up here. Ben Pierce up here in the 6th position, doing a great job of that hostedhopping.com Chevrolet. Doing some right front damage. I mentioned Drift. Dean up here. How about Blaine Sparling? Started 19th. He's up to 9th right now. Jason Dalton started back in 21st. He's up to 10th. How about Robert Johnson from 27th up to 11th? He's doing a fantastic job tonight. So plenty of comers and goers here in this race, just being patient, realizing 104 laps, a pretty good distance. As we ride with Robert. Justin Laxton getting back on track right now. Looks like he's about 16 laps down. So is Jason Clark. Maybe no. Clark's still sitting there. But all but 3 trucks now on track. Telder and Knight Kabachi, the only 2 off. Nobody officially is retired. As they go by Tanner Long in the 42, unfortunately he is going to be some laps down. You see Robert Lukin also going to be catching up to him here. Robert had a promising run early, but unfortunately got loose there off the back straightaway. And ended his good run early. So again, make sure you check out the Black Horizon website. You can go right there in the description and click the link to Black Horizon's website. Of course, they're based out of the Chicago, Illinois area. And you can check out their access, their website and stuff, and purchase some souvenirs and items like that. Great place that I know when I get up in the Chicago area myself, I will be stopping by. It always does. Sutphin continued to lead now as Zach Allman has moved up to second. Dane Cruz to third now as Mayor and Atkins starting to fall back a little bit. Wonder how much that damage is affecting the 2 from the contact with Laxton, if he even got any, because look, just kind of weird how that happened, how that all transpired. Also, I do appreciate the viewers so far tonight. Seeing 18 officially, but I believe we're on up at the Black Horizon Brewery right now in Illinois. As you saw, the 26 got a little loose. Allman got a little loose also. Those seams, that's one thing that is very underrated at this track. Those seams that you see in the middle of the track, you cross those things over, they will get your truck loose. That is part of the characteristics of this Atlanta Motor Speedway. Here comes Dean to the inside of Ben Pierce, who's starting to fall back a little bit. William Calhoun also there. I think Calhoun eventually came in and did get tires on that 99, so he's got a little bit fresher tires than his field. Oh, Pierce kind of scrubbing the wall a little bit in the 3. That's not going to help him. Also, if you're watching on the stream, feel free to chat. I know there's been a couple people here tonight. As we're coming up on the halfway point next time by. Sutphin, as you see, they're going by Laxton here, put him another lap down. Unfortunately, for that 53 off the pace now with the damage. That 4 of Jason Dalton. He has slowly worked his way up here through the field. That KJD 2 number 4 truck. Of course, he and Sutphin teammates up here in the top 5 right now with Drift, and there's Calhoun. As Dane Cruz going to go to the lead to the inside of the 40. as Brandon Trujembo comes to pit road. Might be a scheduled pit stop right here. The one truck is in. As right sides go on, 4 tires and fuel. Jembo 14.6, good stop for him. As he pulls away, he'll have 4 Mr. Feelgoods to work with as the battle for the lead continues. Dane trying to clear that 26, not able to do so. They come up on the lap truck and the Talladega winner, Chris Evans there. And the 98 who gets loose above him. Oh boy. That probably scared Mr. Sutphin a little bit. And trouble for Trujembo off pit road. Not sure if he spun or something happened there, but he is slow coming off the corner. He might have just got loosed a little bit, but Ben Pierce now to pit road. So the Millennium Boys now starting to get pit road here at lap 55. More tires and fuel in a 15.3 for Ben Pierce. As green flag pit stops start right now. And I think you're going to see the KJD team coming to pit road here. Who else is coming? Comes the 26 in. Jason Dalton coming to pit road. Caden Atkins coming to pit road. Robert Johnson, Chandler Brewer, the 67 into the inside. Oh, and he stuck it. He'll be towing, unfortunately. And one truck with a late turn on the pit road, Evans. And unfortunately, the 67 is stuck in the wall. He's impaled it, unfortunately. They're going to have to watch out for that 67. He tows it. More trucks to pit road. Allman slides it in there behind Cruz there. So how quick can you get up to speed and get away? Allman's on pit road. Cruz is in. The 8 of Mayari is in. Drift is in. That hands the lead to William Calhoun for a lap. Remember, you do get bonus points for leading laps and stuff here. More tires and fuel for everybody as they pull away. That hands the lead to Calhoun, who stays out with Dean right there behind him. Cody Harris Beckman up to 3rd. In the middle, green flag pit stops here at lap number 60. These guys going to lose easily about 2 seconds a lap if they don't get to pit road. So you see William Calhoun out here on the track. I do want to give him a shout out. He wrote some pretty good articles this week. If you haven't had a chance to check him out, you heard the poem that I read earlier, the haiku that was done by Calhoun. He wrote some articles, so you can check him out. GreatLakeSimRacing.com. Just click on the news section, and you can check that out on the website, GreatLakeSimRacing.com. The article is written by William Calhoun. Here they come to pit road, Calhoun, Dean. And that should hand the lead to Anthony Marshall, the old Mike Skinner throwback. The 31 car, as you see the fresh tires attacking. Look at this difference right here. Marshall leading for that Bully Racing team. And once Marshall comes to pit road, that'll hand the lead right here to Brian Sutphin as the sun starts to make an appearance. Dane Cruz will move up to second, Almond Mayari and Jason Dalton. So it will be a top four consisting of all, actually a top five consisting of all either the PPM team or the KJD2 team. One of the cool cameras that you can check out by going to the TrackCams22.com website, the TrackCams for Gourmet, is the fan cam. So what is it like to sit in the grandstands at Atlanta Motor Speedway? This is kind of a close setting to it. Basically, you can kind of sit there. You can sit up here about middle section of turn 4. Or how about the front straightaway here? Out row 3 or 4. Up here on the hill, turn 1. You can watch this battle right here for the 7th position take place. But you can purchase these cameras just like you're sitting in the crowd. Or you can get virtual reality camera sets and so much more as you sit up here in the Bill Elliott grandstands, which unfortunately don't exist anymore at the Speedway. Some of the cameras you can check out at TrackCams22.com. You see Sean Peachin trying to hawk down the 65 here, working the draft. You see Marshall coming off pit road. You see how bumpy the track is. All the character in this 1.5 mile track, 1.54 to be exact. As Sutphin leads by 2/10, and those two trucks starting to pull away now. And here comes Dean. He's got a couple lap fresher tires. That's going to play a role when it comes to passing these trucks out here on the track. There's your battle as it continues for the lead. Sutphin not able to get away right now from the 40. Brian has led the most laps, I believe, this evening so far. Let's go back to that battle. As now Dean has caught Peachin for the 9th spot. Ooh, Tanner Long right there. Lap drop over his lane. So Dean had to get out of it and move back up. Smoke off turn 2 there. Not sure what that's about. Somebody might have grenaded an engine or something. Fantastic race here tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. 2 cautions so far. As Cruz has gone to the front here, let's jump up there. Brings his teammates up here with him. Zach Allman and Noah Mayari. Let's go back and see the pass. Not sure if Sutphin is worn off the right front, but Cruz going to get the run to the inside and make that pass for the lead. Through 1 and 2 on the bottom. Harvicking it. You see the front 4 right here. They have all of 5 seconds right now on 5th place, Jason Dalton. 34 laps to go. Still 1 more pit stop to go in this race. thanks to GreatLakesSimRacing.com, you can check out the team points. And I'm actually just going to drag the website over here onto the screen really quickly. As you see, after one race, it's still tight. Ace Racing there with 479. Of course, Millennium there in second. Peak Performance Motorsports third. The Down Under Racing there fourth. And Ryan Nardone's Race Control Enterprises they're in the fifth position. So really cool deal. One of many features you can check out, of course, at GreatLakesSimRacing.com. As the battle now on for the second position. You can get everything from records to track information and so much more. And still wide open right now to see who is going to win in this Who Bats 160. Great racing everywhere here up here. This is actually the best fight right now. It is right here for the lead right now. Sutphin scraping the wall just a little bit up there on that high side. That might hurt that truck a little bit. I've done that so many times at this track. I'm sure you have too if you're watching. As you arrive at Allman. 30 laps to go next time by. You're just rolling out of the throttle, not much out of the gas at this track as they come on four. We got that going on. Let's go back here. And Sean Peachin trying to hold off Blaine Sparling there in the 59 truck. He's starting to move his way up here. You got Jason Dalton trying to hold off William Calhoun, who's working on a good top 5 night. So Atlanta Motor Speedway leading up to the battles. As the fuel window is pretty much open right now. Who is going to come to pit road and win? As Trajembo back on pit road, here comes the one. Right at the window for the final stop of the night. Not a good night for Chris Evans. I thought I heard you say audio-wise you had a tire go down, which is possible in iRacing. When you get the old meatball and you can't figure out why, it's because you have a flat tire. Never good. Not a good feeling. 14-7 for Trajembo. Good stop by those Millennium boys. As Allman clears Sutphin for second. So now the PPM boys starting to kind of walk away with this a little bit. Cruz starting to stretch that lead out into 7/10 over Allman. Battle on here. This is the 10th position. Blaine Sparling and Sean Peach, and Sean takes the lane away from Blaine. Good move there on Sean's part to kind of protect it. So now the question, when do you come to pit road and take what would be the last set of tires to get you to the checkered flag? Or do you chance it, kind of like J.W. Miller and Travis Icavacci did last season at Chicagoland, and double stint these tires and hope for a caution later? As you see, speaking of Icavacci, back on track in that 13 truck. Blew a motor coming to the pits after that caution with him and Telder. Telder also back on track right now. They're just trying to get points. So what matters when it comes to this championship run is Dean to the inside of Atkins. This is for 7th. 20 viewers watching tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, please. If you're not new to the channel, definitely appreciate everybody watching. But if you're not new, we appreciate you sharing the views with everyone and telling us about Captain TV and about the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series and, of course, the Black Horizon Truck Series. Again, shout out to Black Horizon for, of course, sponsoring this league for the 2nd season now. They've been in control. Black Horizon actually in the Willowbrook, Illinois area, right outside Chicago. And you see Black Horizon right there on the paint of the 48 of Christopher Dean. As Drift and Peachin have come to pit road, so the 14 and 21 in. 14-8 for Drift, 14-7 for Sean. Good stops there as they get away. Will this open up the door to get these guys to pit road? Right now, lap times by the leaders about 33 2s and 3s. As Ben Pierce on pit road now, the 12th place truck with 20 laps to go. These Millennium boys have had pretty good pit stops throughout the night here. Right side tires on. Left side tires on also. As all of a sudden here, Zach Allman to the inside of Dane Cruz. Not sure if Cruz has gotten tight behind Icavacci, but the 18 to the lead. Robert Johnson on pit road. Icavacci has fresh tires from coming off pit road, but he's not been able to get away from these leaders really at all. He's trying to get out of the way because he sees the air kind of mess it up here as Cruz goes back to the front here. I don't know if these guys are trying to pull Indianapolis moves or something here. I'm not quite sure. There's the 40 leaving pit road of, well, that's actually the 22 of Tyler Brewer tonight. As leaders are going to come to pit road, here comes Brian Sutphin, the first of the leaders. Ooh, coming in pretty hot. Jason Dalton going to come to pit road, so the KJD2 cars are coming in first. That is definitely going to spark everybody to pit road. Caden Atkins, Christopher Dean, Blaine Sparling in. Lucas Strayer also in. I'm hoping that Cruz and Allman, these guys come in because they're going to need to real quickly or they're going to lose the lead. Here comes Cruz right now. Allman does not pit. Great stop for Sutphin, a 14.7, a 17.2 on Dalton. Very slow on the 4 truck. As Allman stays out again. He's about 2 seconds off his fastest lap on that last time by. 1 lap on the tires going to make up for the time loss here. We're going to see as Allman comes in. The guy that everybody thought would be the guy to beat tonight, and he's definitely showed it. At least he and his team have showed it. As Maori leads now. Right side's going on. Four tires and fuel. There goes Allman. Where is Sutphin on the track? We got somebody blowing up on the front straightaway. I think it's the E8. No, that's Maori coming to pit road. Never mind. My apologies. As Maori and Calhoun come in, somebody's cutting through the grass. Not sure who that was. Is that Bondurant, maybe? It was. Jason Bondurant comes to pit road through the grass. That actually might have been a smart move. But let's see. So here's Brian Sutphin off turn 2 right now. Dane Cruz is about a second back. Zach Allman is going to be back here another second or so. This is going to be interesting. Calhoun on pit road, as I mentioned. Maori on pit road. Last to pit, going to be the 77 of Cody Harris-Beckman. Cody said he put in 2 hours a night this week to get ready for this race. Preparation will get you everything you need to go to victory lane in a race. As there is your leader right now, Brian Sutphin. And he's got that much right now over the 40 of Dane Cruz. And he's got about 2 seconds on Zach Allman now after the pit stops. Cruz 31.44, just ran the fastest lap of the race. Does Dane eat up his tires trying to get to the 26? As they're going to put a lap on Sam Barnes, another lap. He'll be, what, 3 laps down, I believe, in the 19th position. Definitely running down to 26 here, and again, that's not sure if that's Dane burning up the tires maybe to get to him, or if that's, yeah, it's unfortunate, Clark. No, yeah, that is probably the worst feeling out of all, is when you run all those laps of practice, or you spend all that time practicing, and then you get wrecked in the first half of the race. It's like, why'd you waste your time running all those laps? You know, I understand that feeling, man. It's frustrating. I'm sorry, dude. It's a bummer to hear, man. For the lead, here comes Cruz. And Dane's going to take it. Lap number 94. Now the draft's going to be so strong here, Sutphin won't let him get away. And let's go back here. Got to fight for position as the 2 of Atkins is going to clear the 21. So is the 48 of Dean. Here comes Dalton. Sean Peachin falling back just a little bit. I'm sure that right front damage is not helping things tonight. Evans getting out of the way. Again, only 2 cautions this evening. Been a fantastic race. Drift up here running in the 6th position, doing a great job. This is one of his favorite tracks, and I do got to admit, in the fantasy video I did earlier, I pretty much said you might not want Drift tonight in the lineup only because of his value compared to his stats, basically. That's the one reason why I said that, but Drift has done a great job tonight. Compliments to him. And he's definitely, I guess, proved it wrong to me when it comes to the numbers and stuff. But, you know, that's why I'm the broadcaster. I got to see what I go off the numbers and make decisions. And it looks like Chris Evans is blown up on the back straightaway. The 98's off the pace, and I would hope he gets to the inside wall because this track can be very, very treacherous when it comes to stopping on the tree. He's good. Okay, never mind. Ooh. So we're good and we stay green. And here comes Allman back behind Sutphin. Zach to the bottom and is going to take P2. As Bruce trying to run away right now to his first career victory potentially. He puts a lap on Robert Johnson, also going by Tyler Brewer. And Johnson takes the line from Can Allman get to his teammate? We watch this battle also back here for the top 5 with Calhoun and Dean and see, Drift is in this. Actually, Calhoun's a couple seconds ahead. So this is actually 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 9th right here. It's in the leaderboard over to the left there to see if Allman can make it closer. Otherwise, this spirited battle right here for the 6th position continues. As they go by the lap truck by Cavacci. Two laps to go. Final lap for Dane Cruz. Allman actually lost some time on that lap, so final lap in this race. It's kind of funny tonight. I put that video out on the fantasy, on the Discord, and I mentioned all 3 of the 4 PPM guys. The one guy I didn't mention is going to be the one that's going to come around and win this race. It's going to be his first career win in the first visit to Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Hubats 161 by Dane Cruz. Allman going to get 2nd, Sutphin 3rd, Noah Miari 4th, William Calhoun top 5, Caden Atkins going to be 6th. And we think, as they come to the line, it is Atkins by 5/100ths. as Cruz celebrates with some donuts as we look. We'll check out the final results here momentarily. Got a little bit of post-race drama I was listening to in my headset as the 40 celebrates. And it's actually not supposed to be the 40, but hey, we'll enjoy the 40 in victory lane tonight. Why not? Dave Cruz wins it by 9/10 of a second over Zach Allman, his teammate. 1, 2, 4, and 6 for the PPM team. As Allman finishes second, as I mentioned, Brian Sutphin finishes third. Maori and William Calhoun going to be your top 5. Atkins, Dean, Dalton, Drift finishes 9th, and Sean Peachin up there in the 10th position. Blaine Sparling, good run for him, 11th. Ben Pierce, 12th. Trajembo comes back to a 13th. Cody Harris Beckman, 14th. Lucas Strayer in 15th. Robert Johnson going to finish 16th. Tyler Brewer, Cody Beatty finishing in the 18th position. 19th, Anthony Marshall. 20th is Sam Barnes. Justin Bonder at 21st. 22nd, Robert Lukens. 23rd, Tanner Long. 24th, Chris Evans. 25th going to Mark Chandler. 26th, Justin Laxton. Telder, 27th. Ikavachi, 28th. And unfortunately, sorry, Jason, 29th going to go to Dick Clark, we'll call him. How about that? I'll give you that credit. How's that? He put a photo, and I'm going to get that worked on for him as his photo for the broadcast and stuff. He's actually got a photo of Dick Clark. Awesome. Rest in peace to that TV great right there. All right. What a great race it was here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And the Great Lakes Sim Racing and the Black Horizon Truck Series. As we celebrate a first-time winner here at Atlanta. This is what happens when you're also the guy that has to type in the old detail box that you see right here on the screen. I have to type it every time. That's why it takes a second for me to get everything set up for the interviews when it is all over with. So I see he's waiting patiently down there for me. So let's go get him up here in the old Discord page. I'm sure he's going to be a happy camper tonight. And I'm sure he's going to be probably picking on me when it's all over with. So let's get the supposed to be number 46 truck into victory lane with me here tonight. Is Dane Cruz. I was joking with it as you were coming to the checkered flag. I made the comment that, I mentioned all the PPM guys in the fantasy video, and you're the one I didn't mention. And that's why, because I didn't know you. I only known Dane Cruz for a week. But tonight, you definitely showed the speed with you and your team. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thanks. I didn't expect this good of a start to the season. Second and a first to start off. Oh, man, it feels good to win this one. And I hate that I won my first race in a Ford because I meant to sign up in the Toyota. That's the paint scheme I have. And I accidentally registered in the wrong truck, and I was like, darn it, can I unregister and get in the Toyota? And nope, I had to run the Ford. So, but I'm happy with that. Pretty clean race, and I'm happy.
Well,
nothing else to say, really.
Well, here's the interesting thing about this. Not that, lightning can strike twice and all those slogans and things, but last season the champions started with a second in Daytona and a first in the second race.
Honestly, I like the trends, if you're going to bring that up.
But the problem is you got to win 8 more times the rest of the season.
Yeah, that probably won't happen, but I can hope to be the champion. It's a good start. Just need to maybe put on this performance again.
We'll talk about the teamwork because obviously you, Zach, Noah, and even Cade in there until you got a little bit of damage with the contact with Justin. I mean, it looked like you guys, especially on the long runs, were the trucks to beat.
Yeah, I was just pretty much backing up my corners and letting it roll through the corner and then getting a good run off. I wasn't really hurting my right rear, and I think I was the best on the long run. Maybe there was someone else in there, but I was pretty fast, I thought, and I don't really know exactly what happened to Caden and Laxton, but I don't really want to get involved in it. Just hard racing, I guess, but it was too early for that stuff.
Well, great job tonight, man. Congratulations. Caught me mid-drink. Congratulations on the win. And you can get to go celebrate with the team there and a win here at Atlanta. Shout out to whoever you like to, brother.
Well, I don't have any sponsors on the truck, but Dream Clothing's been sponsoring pretty much all 4 of our trucks. I hate to run a blank truck tonight, man. So Dream Clothing, pretty nice stuff, and Precision Designs, who was on the hood last week, and I got a second with. So shout out to both of them.
Well, still a great job. Even though, I mean, you didn't have a sponsor on the truck tonight, but that don't mean anything. I've seen sponsorless vehicles win. It happens. So, hey, nice job, though, man. Go celebrate your first career win in a blank truck.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. That is Dane Cruz there, the winner tonight. First career win at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And let's go get the man who finished second, his teammate, tonight. Let's move him down. Takes me a second to down there. All the way in the last channel I had to find. Anyways, where's Zachary at? There's Zachary. Let's bring him into the channel. Zach, somebody I've gotten to know pretty well here. Another great start to your season, and actually we'll go ahead and say better than last season, as you had your struggles early in the run, but you and the PPM boys definitely showed up tonight and got yourself a 4 trucks in the top 6.
Yeah, thank you. I wish we could have made a run at Dane, but I felt like I was gonna maybe have a chance, but then I kind of just got caught in the lap cars, and he kind of just started to drive away then at that point.
Did you feel like you maybe pitted 1 lap too late?
I was really thinking that, because I was like, we were, what, about 2 seconds behind the leader, and then once I saw the time difference, I was like, yeah, we don't have a shot at these guys. Compared to, I think maybe it would have been smarter if I pitted with Dane, because I think I could have had a better chance at just beating him off pit road than trying to just fend him off.
Yeah, obviously the times were about a 2-second difference when it was over with, and then of course you fell back to 2, and then you caught Brian there in the 26 and made that pass. But still great start for you guys, obviously, in that team. I know you and Noah were really good on older surfaces. That's one thing I did research a lot this week and today and stuff like that, how good you guys have been. I mean, you go look at Chicagoland, you were the pole sitter last season, ran top 3 before a wreck, won the year before. Homestead, Noah won at 3 seasons ago, so you guys definitely had that older feel. So I thought to myself, you guys are going to be strong here on Atlanta.
We were what, top 5?
I think
2 of them?
3, 4 in the top 6.
Yeah. And so it was definitely a good times, but I tried all 3 runs we had. I tried different approaches to try and save tires better. Every time they were just the same percent, so I'm not exactly sure what I have to do, but I'm gonna have to definitely try and work on that for Homestead.
Well, Atlanta Motor Speedway, I mean, when you roll the tires out to your truck, they wear. So, I mean, I don't think there's anything different you can do. So, well, great job, man. Send shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Well, I'd like to thank Dream Clothing for sponsoring us, Twin Cities Aviation, and Cirrus Aircraft Partners, and my teammates.
Absolutely. Well, nice job tonight, man. Congrats on your second.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And that'll lead us to the 3rd place finisher tonight, as we'll bring him up here into the booth, and that is Brian Sutphin. Brian, congratulations. Top 3 finish for you as you bounce back after that early exit at Talladega. Great race for you tonight. Uh-oh. I think Brian's missing in action. Who ran Brian off? See if we can get Brian in here with us here in a second. But Brian, a great 3rd place finish for him as we get ready to move on to the USA Speedway in Lakeland, Florida. Again, a track that unfortunately doesn't exist anymore. It's now a Walmart warehouse down at Lakeland. But a very fun track that we get to run in on iRacing, either on asphalt or on dirt. But it is a very fun track. Let's check back, see if Brian's here. Brian, you got a copy, bud? Oh, must not have Brian. So, all right, we'll give it another second here. as we go on. But want to send a shout out again to Black Horizon for sponsoring the truck series. Of course, out of Willowbrook, Illinois. If you check out their website in the description, it is blackhorizonbrewing.com. You can give them some love and check out the swag and stuff they have for you to win or even get. One thing I did not get a chance to mention tonight, Cody Beatty, Alan Best, Chris Evans, they won raffle tickets for the chance of winning a butt kicker game or two last week. And, of course, you could always do it with your fantasy picks each and every week. I will go ahead and say that I didn't tell anyone, but I did pick the 4 drivers I said I would pick in not only the fantasy thing, but also in chat tonight. So my 4 picks tonight were Zach Allman, Brian Sutphin, Jason Dalton, and Caden Atkins. So I had 4 drivers in the top 8 tonight with the fantasy picks. So 4 drivers in the top 8. Pretty good start, I would say. And shout out to William and Drift for shutting me up with 2 top 10 finishes. So great job with you guys. And that's the fun part about this whole video thing. And I look forward to doing that next week for USA Speedway also. So I mentioned shout out to Black Horizon. Also shout out to Whobats. You can check out their website, of course, right in the description. Also whobats.com. You can get hoodies on their website right now for $30. Good deal right there to check out. Also, one thing I haven't done yet, and I'm going to go do it right now, is the old random selection. I believe that's what we're doing tonight, and we had 29 drivers start the race. We're going to do our random draw right now, and it's the number 8. Who finished 8th tonight? That would be Jason Dalton, the 4 truck. So we'll let Travis know that one. Jason Dalton, the 8th place finisher this evening on the random draw. Thanks to random.org for putting that cool website up to allow that. So random.org. Thank you for them. 8th place. So Jason Dalton gets that. Let's see. Brian, you got a copy yet? All right. So I guess Brian ran away. So, hey, he's going to go celebrate his 3rd place finish. Congratulations to him. And as a matter of fact, he left my chat. I just realized. I just looked over. I'm like, wait, he's not even in here anymore. So I've been talking to myself for a couple minutes here. Anyways, we'll move on to USA Speedway coming up here next week. That'll be the next race on the schedule for next week. Tomorrow night, we're on the air for the Short Track Super League Series from the Milwaukee Mile, the Cream City. We'll be up there tomorrow night at 8:45 Eastern Time, so make sure you come and join us for that. And then we'll be back at the Brickyard as we continue our Midwest tour on Friday for the Blown Piston Racing League Truck Series. So should be some fun racing coming up here throughout the weekend. So we're going to leave you and head out. We appreciate everybody for watching. Appreciate iRacing for allowing us to broadcast on their platform. Thanks to Travis Icavaci, Sam Barnes, and everybody for allowing the Captain TV to broadcast all 4 seasons so far of their series. Make sure you go check out the podcast. Shout out to Seth Robbins for putting that all together this week. A great start to that program that is going on right now on Podbean. You can download it there. So with that said, as always, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. You guys have a great Wednesday night if this thing kicks off. There we go. See ya!